Thank you, gentlemen. May I now invite on stage Mr. Puru Vashishta, board member Wishfin, to deliver a note on our theme for today, which is Indian banking, the new landscape.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to start by congratulating Tamal and his team for hosting such an amazing conference. We at Wishfin are very proud to be associated with 10th version of Annual Banking Conclave. Last year I moved back from Silicon Valley, and over there, one of the phrases that was often used was that software is eating the world. And I always used to think, is it happening in the banking landscape as well? And what's happening in India? That's when, I invested in Wishfin, and, I'm on the board of Wishfin, which was a swell deal for loans. So when I think about that question, there was a time in banking when banking was very traditional, both for the banks as well as customers. Banking was all about, technology in banking was all about nice to have. Times have changed. In 2017, we are in a new paradigm. Technology is becoming core of banking, and the fine line between technology and banking is actually blurring, and that's where the future is. And this is happening much more so in India because of digitization, and of course, we've spoken a lot about demonetization and everything else, which is moving India towards digital push. Millions of customers are actually coming online, and they are looking for banking products. They are not looking for traditional ways of accessing those banking products, whether it is branch banking or relationship banking. In fact, I would say that they are not even looking at websites or apps. That's very 2014. They are looking for a very holistic solution, which actually helps them take that leap towards value, which can provide a customized solution for them. And that's really where Wishfin comes in. Wishfin, and before, we've just rebranded to Wishfin. We were Deal for Loans earlier. We are India's largest lending marketplace with 8.2 million customers. And we have built this customer base 100% online and leveraging technology. We have disbursed more than 15,000 crores in retail loans, personal loans, mortgages, and so on and so forth. We work with almost all the top banks in India. We are helping our banking partners conquer technology challenge that they face. And in fact, I'll tell you, I'll talk about a journey over the last few years, which has been, which in a way will mirror the journey of lending landscape in Indian banking. When we started about 4 or 5 years back, one of the big questions that our banking partners were actually delving on was acquiring customers online. Because we have very progressive leadership at all the banks, they knew that the customer was online. They were figuring out ways of getting that customer, converting that customer from lead to a customer. We found that most of the solutions which were actually offered in the market were not leveraging technology at all. So we spent a lot of time, energy, and resources into building an algorithm, which was actually a machine learning algorithm, through which we were able to provide a very, very cost-effective online customer acquisition channel for our banking partners by leveraging technology, by using machine learning, by being a neutral marketplace. In the process, one of the things that happened was that for the book that we built for our banking partners was very, very high quality book. In fact, to an extent, to the extent that for some NBFCs, we saved almost 100 basis points in annual credit costs. That really is the power of technology, where you can use cutting edge technology to bring down all kinds of costs that banking system is incurring. Of late, there has been a lot of talk about paperless banking. We found that to be not that big a challenge, notwithstanding certain regulatory hurdles that we need to cross, particularly around wet signature. We think that the next big challenge on the banking side, particularly something that is a big challenge for a company like Wishfin, is dynamic credit pricing model. And we are working on developing a platform because we are very certain that cohort-based pricing or uniform lending rates are a thing of past. And over a period of time, in next few years, it's going to be all about giving solutions which are very, very customized, pricing credit on a very customized basis. And that to us is the next big challenge. In last 5 years, organized lending has grown by 2 times. It's expected to grow 5x in next 10 years. And despite such fast growth, we have almost $300 billion of supply-demand gap. And that supply-demand gap is primarily from new-to-bank customers whose credit could not be evaluated. And that's really where a platform like this could be critical. And that's what we are investing a lot of time, resources, and technology to come out with a solution. In the end, I would not stand between, the amazing panel that we have lined up next and you guys. So I'm going to say that although technology won't be eating the banking, it will definitely be something which will change banking for better. It's happening.